Hey guys, Binny here with Beauty by Binny, and today I'm going to show you how to create a smoky eye look for the daytime. This makeup look is super easy to create and it takes only a few minutes. So I started out using MERCIER foundation primer and then MACK Studio Fix Fluid in NC40 as my foundation. This is a beauty blender sponge that I use for my foundation, and then I applied Urban Decay's primer potion over my eyelids. I'm using the Urban Decay Naked palette, and the first color I'm using is Naked. The brush is a MAC 217, and I'm applying the color Naked all over my lids. The main eyeshadow that I'm using today is by CLARINS. It's a discontinued palette called Ocean, and you can use any similar colors. I'm wetting the brush with MAC's Fix Plus. You could also use water. And I'm applying the lilac colored shadow right over the inner 2/3 of my lids. I'm still using the MAC 217 brush. Then I'm using the second darkest grayish color in the palette, and I'm applying that to the outer third of my lids. I want to apply that in sort of a V shape from the outside. Continue applying the eyeshadow until the desired amount of color is achieved, and once you're done you should have something that looks a little bit like this. Okay, so next I'm taking the lightest color in this palette and an eyeshadow brush by e.l.f. Cosmetics, and I'm applying the whitish eyeshadow to the inner corners of my eyes. And then I'm also going to take the same eyeshadow underneath my brows just to give them a little bit of a highlight. Now you want to make sure that during the daytime you don't wear extremely shimmery eyeshadows or extremely shimmery highlighter under your brows because it just looks very unnatural. Okay, next, back to the Urban Decay Naked palette. I'm taking this color called Buck and I'm applying that right into my crease. I'm using the same e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. I don't remember what this one's called, but it's just an eyeshadow brush by e.l.f. Cosmetics. And I want to create a little bit of dimension, so I'm adding this color right into my crease. So next I'm going to use the darkest color in the palette. This is a dark grayish color. It also has a little bit of a purple tint to it, but I'm taking that same e.l.f. brush and I'm adding this color into the crease and to the outer V of my eyes. This is going to give my eyes more depth and dimension. Okay, next I'm using a STILA KAJAL eye pencil in the color Pearl. And you can use any white eyeliner that you have. I'm adding that to just the lower waterline. Then I extended the white eyeliner out from the waterline just a little bit. And once you're done, you should have something that looks a little bit like this. Okay, next I'm taking MAC's 224 blending brush and I'm going to blend out my crease just so that there's no harsh lines. I wanted to use some false lashes for this look. These are Red Cherry lashes in number 107. Now this is a daytime look, so lashes are completely optional. You could always just use mascara. To make my eyes look brighter, I decided not to use any black eyeliner or any dark eyeliner over my lash line. So basically what I'm doing is I'm using an angled brush by e.l.f. Cosmetics and I'm going back over the purple eyeshadow right above my lashes, and then on the outer corners I'm going over it with the gray eyeshadow. This way I don't have to use any liner and it still gives my eyes a brighter open look. After that, I'm using L'Oreal's Telescopic Mascara on my upper and lower lash lines. I want to make sure that my natural lashes and my false lashes are completely blended in together. Using this small eyeshadow brush by SONIA KASHUK, I'm applying the light purple eyeshadow to the inner third of my lower lid. Then using the same brush, I applied the medium gray eyeshadow to the outer 2/3 of my lower lids. Okay, now that the eyes are done, I'm moving on to my skin. I'm using MAC's Mineralized SKINFINISH Natural in medium dark and this brush by Real Techniques. I'm going to go ahead and buff the powder right into my skin in circular motion to set my foundation in place. Next, I'm going to highlight my skin. I'm using a MACK MSF in by Candlelight, and this is a brush that I got by e.l.f. Cosmetics. I'm applying the highlighter right over my cheekbones and to the outsides of my brows, kind of like in a C motion like this. After that, I'm taking some down the bridge of my nose to make my nose look slimmer, and then apply some to your cupid's bow to make your lips look fuller. This is a Bare Minerals foundation in the color Tan, and I'm using that as my bronzer because it's matte, and I really like the look that this gives. It's just a little bit darker than my skin tone. I'm applying the bronzer over my forehead, to the hollows of my cheeks, underneath my jawline to give it a slimmer look, and then I'm also applying some to the sides of my nose to give it a little bit of contouring. This is just enough for the daytime because it's matte and it's a light color. Moving on to blush, this is an NYX blush in the color Angel. It's a really beautiful color. The brush that I'm using is by Real Techniques. For my lips, I'm using this soft matte NYX lip cream in the color Milan. Finish the look with a sheer pink lip gloss. The one I'm using is by Love & Beauty in the color Brilliant. And that completes our look. This makeup is perfect for the day and is great if you're bored with the typical neutral shades of makeup for daytime. It's an easy way to add a pop of color without going overboard. I had a great time creating this look for you guys. Thanks for watching Beauty by Binny. Take care. Mwah.